Apple is one of the world's most successful and influential companies, shaping the way we live, work, and connect with each other. The company is known for its iconic products like the iPhone and Apple Watch, which have become symbols of innovation and modern technology. Apple's brand is built on trust, creativity, and a promise of a positive, inclusive workplace where employees are encouraged to thrive and bring their best ideas forward. But recently, Apple's image has come under scrutiny after troubling reports surfaced from its fitness technology division, raising questions about what really happens behind the scenes. A top executive is accused of creating a toxic work environment, challenging Apple's carefully crafted reputation for excellence and respect. These stories force us to look past the shiny products and consider the real experiences of employees who help build them, reminding us that workplace culture matters. Even the most admired tech companies, with all their resources and prestige, can face serious internal problems that affect their people. The relentless pressure to innovate and stay ahead can sometimes create unhealthy workplaces where stress and burnout become all too common. Recent news from Apple's fitness division is a powerful reminder that leadership and company culture matter just as much as the products they create. The actions and decisions of one leader can ripple out, impacting the entire company and shaping its future for better or worse. At the center of this growing controversy is Jay Blahnik, Apple's influential vice president of fitness technologies. Blahnik is a well-known figure in the tech and fitness industries, recognized for his leadership and innovation. He played a pivotal role in launching the Apple Watch and spearheaded the development of Apple Fitness Plus, making him a central architect of Apple's health and wellness strategy. His vision helped shape how millions of people use technology to improve their fitness. However, a recent New York Times investigation has brought forward serious allegations. Multiple employees describe Blahnik as verbally abusive and manipulative, saying he created a climate of fear and anxiety within his teams. Staff members claim he tightly controlled conversations, routinely silenced dissenting voices, and fostered an atmosphere of mistrust and unease among colleagues. These alleged behaviors not only undermine collaboration but also damage morale, making it difficult for teams to work together effectively and eroding trust in leadership. The report further reveals that Apple previously settled a sexual harassment complaint against Blahnik, raising even more concerns about the company's internal culture and oversight. Now, a former employee has filed a lawsuit against both Blahnik and Apple, alleging that the company failed to properly address complaints and protect its staff. These mounting allegations suggest a troubling pattern of misconduct and a breakdown in accountability at one of the world's most valuable companies. The situation now puts Apple's leadership, values, and commitment to employee well-being under intense public scrutiny. How Apple chooses to respond to these revelations will not only impact its reputation, but could also set a precedent for how tech giants handle workplace misconduct in the future. The issues go beyond isolated incidents. Employees describe a persistent, stressful environment. About 10% of Blahnik's 100-person team reportedly took extended medical leave since 2022, a sign of high stress. Staff felt devalued and afraid to speak up, stifling creativity and innovation. Favoritism and isolation created divisions, eroding trust and teamwork. Employees say their concerns were ignored, leaving them emotionally drained and professionally stifled. For a company that prides itself on excellence, a toxic culture threatens both people and products. The willingness of employees to speak out shows how serious the problems became. Apple's internal culture is now under intense public scrutiny. Apple publicly defended both its executive and its internal processes, firmly disputing the allegations that had surfaced, but offering few specifics about what steps were actually taken. The company emphasized its commitment to high ethical standards, but critics noted the lack of transparency in its statements. Apple stated it had conducted an internal investigation and found no evidence of wrongdoing. However, many employees felt the process was rushed and inadequate, with some expressing frustration that their concerns were not taken seriously or fully addressed. Critics argue that internal investigations at large corporations often lack true objectivity, especially when high-ranking leaders are involved. There is a perception that such inquiries are designed more to protect the company than to uncover the truth. Many employees believe Apple prioritized protecting its public image and reputation over genuinely addressing the real problems raised by staff. This has led to a growing sense of distrust within the company. Feeling unheard and unsupported, some staff members turn to the media and legal action as a last resort, hoping to seek accountability and bring attention to their experiences. The resulting lawsuit and public exposure have highlighted the limits of internal systems, showing that when internal channels fail, external pressure becomes necessary. When companies fail to listen to their employees, those employees often find other ways to make their voices heard, whether through protests, press conferences, or legal action. Ultimately, Apple's response to this controversy will be a true test of its commitment to the values it publicly claims to uphold. In tech, workplace culture is as crucial as innovation. Talented people want more than high salaries. They want respect, support, and inspiration. Toxic environments drive talent away and damage a company's reputation. How a company handles complaints is a true test of its values. Transparent investigations and real accountability build trust and strengthen culture. Protecting powerful individuals over employees sends a damaging message. For Apple, living up to its values means listening to employees and making real changes. The health of a company is reflected in the well-being of its people.